So far, The Real Housewives of New York City Season 15 has been a wild ride. Silva Self, Yuba Hassan, Aaron Lichy, Jenna Lyons, Jessel Tank, Brynn Whitfield, and newbie Raquel Chevremont have taken the city by storm, often joined by friend of the group Rebecca Minkoff. It's safe to say that not all is well in the Big Apple. For example, Rebecca's pregnancy prank and Raquel's engagement party reignited tensions between Yuba and Aaron that date back to the Roni Season 14 finale. Meanwhile, Brynn's playful nature has led to horrible games in nice places, like a fancy picnic spent uncovering whether Sai broke up her current husband's previous marriage. She did not. Basically, there's just been tension on tension on tension. Then, the mid-season trailer dropped, and it was a doozy. In the best way. The wives broke the fourth wall more than once, and it's clear that certain friendships may never come off the rocks. This includes the continuation of the group trip to Puerto Rico, which got off to a rocky start following room assignments and Aaron showing a NSFW photo of her husband, Abe, to the ladies. If you're wondering whether there's a new episode of Roni on tonight, just keep reading to find out when the next one airs, plus additional info for fans of the franchise. There is no new episode of Roni this week. We know. For the most up-to-date info, or if you don't believe us, you can always check the show schedule. Roni Seasons 1 to 14 are streaming on Peacock. Yes, that means Scary Island, Not Well Beat CH, Oh, You Eat Cheese, and more of your favorite moments. Episodes 1 to 12 of Season 15 are also currently available. New episodes of Roni Season 15 are added to the collection on Wednesdays, the day after they air on Bravo. While you wait for a new batch of episodes, shop for Roni-inspired must-haves for Bravo fans. Aaron Lichy, Brynn Whitfield, Yuba Hassan, Rebecca Minkoff, Raquel Chevremont, Silva Self, Jessel Tank, and Jenna Lyons are more than halfway through their second season as the Real Housewives of New York City's new generation, and the drama is just starting to heat up. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a while to find out what happens as Bravo will not be airing a new episode tonight. As most Bravo fans know, a friendship-ending feud between Hassan and Whitfield is on the horizon. In the preview for the next episode, Hassan seemingly accuses Whitfield of sleeping with someone to get cast on the Real Housewives of New York City, which obviously doesn't sit well with Whitfield. Plus, it looks like Lichy and Tank have an argument over dinner amid their cast trip to Puerto Rico. As she also opened up about one of her most difficult scenes, reacted to the ongoing comparisons between her castmates and the OGs, and commented on Jeff Lewis' shade against Brynn Whitfield, 37. Sai was questioned about newbie Rebecca Minkoff, 43, dished on her husband David Craig's lack of filming, and explained why she hesitated to join the show in the first place. As someone who constantly curates her own life on the internet, I felt like I would be losing that control of it if I was to give that over to Bravo. But at the same time, I think being presented with a television show that has been such a staple of New York City, and being like the first to actually reboot it, I felt would be such an iconic moment. Why wouldn't I take that opportunity? Sai, 44, wondered during a December interview with the Daily Beast. While Sai admittedly did lose that control, she said she didn't actually realize she was the villain of Season 14 until her friends brought it up. I still don't think I was a villain. I think I was cranky because I was hungry. I'm a hangry person, she reasoned. And I also think I was very annoyed with someone, and my reasons were very much on camera, and I apologized when needed. Although Sai faced backlash online, she didn't care. People are really like, oh my god, she's fired. No, I'm hearing birds chirping in the background and classical music. I don't care about anybody else's opinion, she declared. According to Sai, she's simply misunderstood as an assertive New Yorker who isn't known for being overly affectionate or fluffy. That said, she realized between seasons 14 and 15 that not everyone was like her and made a point to work on her delivery. My message gets lost because all people see is that I'm screaming. This season I took a step back. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I'm still very much myself. I'm still very honest, but my tone is different, she revealed. Looking back at the emotional moment in which she was seen spreading her mother's ashes, Sai confessed that the scene wasn't the easiest to film. That was one of the most difficult scenes, just because it's something so personal. I'm not someone who opens up and shows my emotions. My husband can count how many times he's seen me cry, and we've been married for 15 years. Not only crying in front of my family and my children, but also crying for the world to see. It was very tough for me to get through, she shared. As for comparisons to the original cast of Roni, Sai admitted it is annoying and frustrating. We are trying. You need to allow us to get our footing, so we can become the show you're craving, but at the same time you're beating us up. What do you want from us? She asked. If we yell and have little arguments about cheese? Oh, that's terrible. It's too petty. But if it's so dark you don't want to see it, why are you fighting? You should be better than that. You're professional women. Then nobody wants to see us kumbaya, she continued. We can't please the audience right now, so we're in limbo. I do think the season is going to pick up, and I think it's quintessential Housewives. I think the audience is really going to react in a positive way. While Rebecca has been accused of being boring, Sai refused to agree, instead saying, I think Rebecca is lovely. I think Rebecca is very nice. She's very kind, very sweet. I don't have issues with Rebecca at all, she explained. Sai also remained diplomatic when asked about Brynn calling Jeff, 54, a pig for alluding to the fact that she could be financially backed by a mystery man. I adore him. People who are straight shooters seem to gravitate towards one another. I find his honesty refreshing, she stated. Also during the interview, Sai explained why her husband David is rarely seen on the show. He's just not a house husband. He's not into the cattiness of the girls. He doesn't like to get involved in something that is just women. It's just not really his thing. I like the fact that you see us in a family setting, but I don't think it's necessary for him to go to so-and-so's birthday party, she said. The Real Housewives of New York City Season 15 airs Tuesdays at September 8th. See on Bravo.